very tired, but I said that I was gonna go live today, and so that's what I'm doing. I helped out my friend with moving, and things are really crazy with them getting the U-Haul and getting the rental and set up and everything. And I ended up getting asked to help with that. So that was fun. I got to drive a U-Haul today. That was super fun. That was neat. I was really tired though. I started reading from this book. So this book has given it's got some good stuff in it. It talks about like how the people that were working on Pixar, and especially like in the early days of like Toy Story and Toy Story 2, they learned to trust their process, like trust the unique process they go through with making movies, and to also like trust, just like trust the product, trusting what you're doing, trust the end result. I think there's times where we want to get to that really awesome place that we see ourselves getting to, but there's a process that's going to take us to the product. There's a process that's going to take you to the promise or whatever it might be. So I'm really tired and I'm not going to make this super long because probably nobody's going to hop on because it's like already past. But I think today taught me a lot about making sure that you try to do what you can to do what you say you will do, and to also remember that you are part of all the things that you reach out to, that you create. Like there's a part of you in those things. So you got to choose like what that thing's gonna be like. If it's gonna be like a higher version of yourself, or just kind of a sort of a meh version. So I got this at the thrift store, so that was fun. Got some other stuff at the thrift store, so that was cool too. Yeah, I think one of the main highlights though is driving that U-Haul truck. So it kind of reminded me that if you'll just stay sober-minded and stay patient, like you don't know how God could use in the future. And so it's important to be patient and do what you can. Yeah, you can subscribe if you want. Giovanni and Claire Bear, hello. I hope you are well. Yeah, so it's not going to happen immediately, but if you are continuously showing up and what you can, then you can get to a higher place. That's how this works. So Bluey, CJ Raspberry, hello. How am I? I'm very tired. I gotta drive a U-Haul today for a friend, and it was a little bit crazy because there's just all these things that happened, and so she was trying to get things worked out, but they weren't able to help her out as much, and it was just crazy. You're an emoji cat. Hello there, guys. I hope you guys are well. Thank you for hopping in. Yeah, I'm Dallin Candland. I love God and have seen him help me out a lot in my life, and so I like sharing things I've learned in my journey. I have a couple books out. I write poetry to encourage people. I guess I could share one of them with you just to kind of help out. This is not the Bible. This is this is creativity. I got it at the thrift store today. But I do have a Bible right here. So yeah, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I believe in the Book of Mormon as well. You're glad to be here. That's good. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're well. Yeah. Hello, Guts. Hello. Yeah, like I'm pretty tired, pretty out of it today, but I don't know. I think at the end of the day, you just kind of do what you can. We're getting all these people in here. This is wild. Benjamoney, what time is it? Yeah, it's 12:27, 1:27 a.m. Yeah, it's late flying boat. Yeah. So you're in a cult. Yeah, I mean you can say that. I served a mission. I've had a lot of cool experiences that Yeah, I feel differently, but we can agree to disagree with that, or not. That's fine too. You know, it's funny because I started with doing gaming YouTube videos and had a good time with that. Oh, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. I really do. I had a number of cool experiences playing like Mario Kart and Smash Bros. With friends and having a good time with that. And how many people do I have in my family? That's a little more personal. I'll tell you, I have a brother. His name's James Candland. You could look him up. He does animation and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I did the gaming YouTube channel thing for a little bit, and then I felt like God was helping me to speak up and get better at that. So you can, if you type in Tanuki Toad Team, you could find all those old videos I started when I was 15. And then I slowly got better and better at speaking and about encouraging people and just talking, and I had a good time with it. And then I kind of went on my mission and I served in Idaho. Oh, welcome, Walking the Light. It's late. Woo, party! It's just one of those days, dude. It's just one of those days. So, anyway, yeah. So, I served my mission, and then when I got back from my mission, I had a number of different experiences where I felt that like God was kind of steering me in a different direction. And I was like, I'm okay with this, but I don't want to like talk too much about my faith. So I started a podcast called Yield Today of Dallin Candland, but I didn't want to like too much about my faith. And then I had a number of different experiences, jobs falling through, all kinds of different things after graduating from college. And I really had to rebuild my faith. And I feel like I had to rebuild my life from scratch almost. And so, yeah, I feel like this with God, but it took a lot of time. And so, and I honestly don't even care like about like what other people say, because I mean, I do care, but like not as far as like I'm not going to change how I live my life. I want to be the best I possibly can. I've had enough experiences to know that this life is really short at the end of the day, so we have to own it. Yes, I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, spend money. So I served the mission. Yeah, I have ADHD, so like I have tons of scriptures memorized. So, but I love people of all different faiths. I read a weekly newsletter. You can check it out. It should be in the description. You can check that out. And I write that to like lift up people. Oh, Benjamin, that's amazing. That's cool. That's neat. Yeah, God works in mysterious ways, man. It's funny because if things had gone better with my friend and her move, then maybe we wouldn't maybe jumping on it this time. I've also had enough experiences that, you know, today could be the day, right? So that's why you keep on shining your light, you keep on doing what you can, and that's it. And God knows where we're coming from, and he also knows our hearts. Like we can't hide anything from him. So but yeah, so that's kind of my little story, like praying and being like, all right, I tried doing the self-development route with like content, and then where I felt like the most aligned, most at peace, most joyful has been when I talk about my faith, and I really sure, and I kind of go deep, 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 deep on that stuff. So definitely puts me in a niche, but it's all good. You did temple cleaning tonight. That's cool. I am American. Yes, I am. So, yes. So, you know, my thought here is just that God will not, may not give you what you want, but he will give you what you need. That's for sure. So, patience is how we get there. So, I wanted to share one of my poems. It's called Patience in These Pages, and I have it in a book. It's called Patience in These Pages. You can find it on Amazon and all that stuff if you'd like. And I'm also emailing it to my email subscribers, so you can check that out. But it goes like this. Patience in these pages will bring your desired end. Patience in these pages will help you be a true friend. Patience in these pages is what is the current goal. Patience in these pages is my soul. One page at a time, that is how life occurs. When it's written, it is done. Only lessons to learn. With each decision I write, with each description I choose, which battles I will win and which ones I will lose. Patience in these pages brings kings to their knees. Patience in these pages brings birds to the trees. Patience in these pages puts money on the table. Patience in these pages gives me strength to say I'm able. Looking back at life is a consuming pastime. When you decide to do that, I think you'll find that patience in these pages led to you building a tower within which you can take a perpetual satisfaction shower. Woo! So there you go. I wrote that after failing my accounting class in college by 5 points and having to like kind of rebuild the pieces. So I had enough experiences to know that when things fall apart, God's able to build it up again and make it better than it was before. So it's something to be thankful for. And that includes also when we slip into some temptation or we struggle with something. It literally, we're gonna pull out my boy James right now. We're gonna pull out James, page 1538. It talks about this need to be patient. Let them cook, man. You just let them cook. See, this is what I'm saying, man. We're on the same wavelength right now, Benjamin. We really are. Like, that's been one of the biggest things. Just letting them cook. So this is James 1, 2, and 3, and 4. All right. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work. They may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So, I mean, that's really what it says. It's like, hey, just be thankful. And I've had experiences just slipping into things and falling into things, and I felt the Lord like lift me up and take me back. A beautiful feeling. If I had $1 million, what would I buy? I mean, I'd probably buy a bunch of different things. I don't think I'd just buy one thing. That's a tough question. I think I'd probably buy an island. That would be cool. Or at least to go. I have a friend who's in the Marshall Islands, and I've been wanting him to like show me around, but it costs like $4,000. So I'd probably get a ticket to the Marshall Islands. I probably wouldn't buy a island because that would cost a lot of money, but I'd probably get a ticket to the Marshall Islands. That's one thing I would do. And then probably pay for some of the stuff from family members and stuff like that. And yeah. Cabin in the mountains, lots of grass-fed cow beef. Yeah. I'd probably invest a lot of it too, because I mean, money today and money tomorrow are two different things. Money's continuously kind of going down in value, inflation and such. So probably would invest a lot of it. Yeah. $1 million actually isn't like that much money. Like, I mean, it is a lot of money, but if you're not careful, you can spend it pretty quickly. So especially like with taxing it and then tithing and everything like that, it goes away pretty quickly. Yeah, so that's basically that. It was a day. it was a day. So I don't know, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like time goes by really quickly. So lately, I've been a little bit of video games at night and in the mornings, just as kind of like bookends for my day. That's been helpful. So even though it's super late, I'm probably gonna play some Zelda before I go to bed because it's sort of becoming routine, just to kind of chillax a little bit. It's fun to make some headway in like a video game, but anyway, I like juggling too, in case it wasn't already apparent. Yeah, I want to get better at it. Never trust a fart. Wow, we're getting some thoughts in here. Amen, Zelda. Legend of Zelda, Link Between Worlds. I have it. Yeah, it's all the way over there. I have it on my 3DS though. Yeah, it's a good game. So like last night, I guess it's a tiny spoiler, but actually I won't spoil it. But suffice it to say, I'm having a good time. See, Benjamin, I'm telling you, we're on the same wavelength right now, dude. We really are. It's like, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I really am. So it's good. It's a good time. So yeah. So that's been. I have ADHD, and so I've kind of learned I need to structure my life a little differently than other people so I can stay like in a high energy, but also not feel like I'm losing my absolute brain for everything. And Benjamin, I'm telling you, dude, we're on the same wavelength. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Yeah, ADHD, ADHD. Yeah, yeah, basically twins. Yeah. I'll tell you, I had this. So sometimes I have crazy experiences following promptings and talking with people. So what happened, and God's working in all of this, of course, right? So we're trying to get this U-Haul, and we were trying to find one that she could pay for with cash, and it just wasn't working. And so then we had to drive all to Wells Fargo, and she had to like add money to her account so she could pay on her card and everything. It was crazy. And we were so I was an FSY counselor a couple years ago, and so this friend, we were FSY counselors together, so that's why we're still friends and such. But yeah, she's going to BYU Idaho tomorrow, and so yeah, just with how things worked out, I just kind of helped her out. Yeah. Anyway, one of the U-Haul places we went to a couple different ones. There's this guy who was using, he's like cleaning up some stuff, like trash dude, I guess. I don't know why. He stood out to me like a firecracker. I'm like, I don't know why, but I need to talk to you. And sometimes that happens. So we just started talking, and God bless you, Benjamin. Check out the newsletter if you'd like. I mean, you probably really like it. You can just go to dallincandland.substack.com, and yeah, I'll be doing more streams. Yeah. Much love, brother. Much love. My brain is like a Lehman's track. The hairpin corners are different thoughts. Yeah. Anyway, I was talking with this dude, and yeah, it just clicked. Just clicked so well. I just told him he had a really nice mustache, and so I just told him like, "Hey man, I hope your day is gonna as good, like is as good as your mustache." And he's like, "Oh, thanks, man." And it was just we just had a good time chatting, and he just told me like how he really liked poetry, I really like poetry, and it just kind of clicked. It just clicked. Even though I just met this guy, it was just like it just clicked. It's like I already knew him. And so I added him. I asked if I could add him to my email list, share one of my poems with him. CJ, welcome back. We're glad you're here. And I gave him a hug, told him I loved him. So that was a special thing. You can't force that kind of stuff. It was a beautiful thing. So I don't know. I've had times where God has like put me in somebody's path like that. And I've had beautiful friendships come out of stuff like that, following little promptings like that. Because end of the day, is aware of where we all are at any given time. We're all precious to him. So going to sleep. Good night. Walking the it's late as heck. The only reason I'm still up is because there's people here. And there's some kind of energy that's keeping this alive. So I guess there's probably still something I could say. Yeah. I'll share one of my favorite scriptures. This was one that I had on like my missionary plaque. And you can always come back and watch this later. That's completely fine. I'm not going to keep this going for a ton longer. But yeah, the verses helped me a lot. It just talks about being an instrument for God, and that's something I like talking about. It's 2 Timothy 2:20-22. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, prepared unto every good work. Flee also youthful lust, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart. Adam, thank you so much for hopping in. Have a great night, my dude. I'm had a good time. Glad you had a good time. Yeah, so just kind of says, so it's just like flee lust, flee those things, and follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace, then the call of the Lord out of a pure heart. So yeah, and it's just little by little. So I don't know what goals you have for 2025, but I mean, end of the day, it's just little by little by little. So something that I decided to do of 2025 was I do a time mile every day. And even if it's just like while I'm on another run and I just time one of the miles that I run, and it just helped me to, one thing, it's kind of fun to track. Two, it will be fun to just kind of see progression. I ran a 5:39 in high school. That was my fastest mile. I'm trying to get a 5:30 by 30. I'm 28 right now. So yeah, that's that. So it's crazy. I'm very sleepy, all over the place kind of mood right now because it's just been one of those days. It's been like so wild, all of the things that happened. And I just have seen so many times how God will always, he's like able to surprise you in like the craziest ways. So it really is so important to just keep looking to him and not stress about different things that he's kind of made very clear to you that you don't need to stress about it or anything like that. So, because end of the day, we're all getting revealed to ourselves, right? Revelation through the Spirit, through life experience, through work, through conversation, through all these things. We're getting more revealed to ourselves. I've had times where I was talking with somebody, and they said something that genuinely made me look at myself differently, and it rang true to me. That's that's empowering. That's strong. That's good stuff. That's good. That's good stuff. So, yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah. I think this is probably a good time to end it, but I do appreciate you guys being, and I appreciate the love and the support. And I don't know if we'll do this again tomorrow, because the thing is, the only reason that this is happening right now is because yesterday I said I was going to do one the next day, and I've just sort of kept that trend going. So if I do, it'll be cool. But if not, then we'll see what happens. See, thank you for hopping in. Hope you have a great night. I just need to go to bed. I need to play a little bit of and go to bed. So just share a quick little testimony. Know that God is aware of our paths and where they have led up to this. I know that he's able to lead them to way better things. I know that he has big plans for our lives than we can imagine. I know that as we are patient with ourselves, then we'll be able to better see ourselves, and we'll be able to better see God in our lives, and that he is aware of everything that's going on, and that Jesus Christ is coming back to this earth, and that as we continue to look to Christ, then we will have peace and strength, and things will work together for our good, and just that the best is ahead. That's something I've felt very strongly. Best is ahead. It doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. What's important is where we're looking right now. I mean, the last thought I'll share is like with Luke 19, or not Luke, Genesis 19, where God told not to leave. He's the Lord. There's a reason why God was telling Lot to leave. It's because something way better prepared. He's like, get out of Sodom and Gomorrah, escape. It says, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. So, yeah. Get to higher ground, trust God, and whatever that, like, if you have to unsubscribe from a bunch of different YouTube channels, do it. Like, I've had times where I've kind of let go of some things that didn't really resonate or vibe with me anymore, and I think that was for the best. God is always trying to elevate us, take us to new places, so he's got way bigger plans for us. We can choose to settle, or we can choose to continue to rise with him. I know that Christ lives. He's aware of us, that with following him, we'll have more abundant lives. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Right at the 25-minute mark. Thank you for hopping in, and I wish you all the best. Take care and have a awesome night. And if you want to be on my newsletter, then you can check that out. You got all the links and stuff in the description. All right, see ya. I'm going to go play some Zelda.